Welcome to today's video, where we'll be exploring some of the most commonly used idioms in everyday English conversation, especially in the UK. These aren't just any idioms. They're the ones you'll hear time and again in daily life, whether you're at work, chatting with friends, or just out and about. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand what these phrases mean, but also how to use them naturally in your own conversations. Stick around until the end, and you'll have a whole new set of expressions to impress with. Number 1 is, a penny for your thoughts. This phrase is a polite way of asking someone what they're thinking about, especially if they seem deep in thought. For example, if you notice your friend staring out of the window, you might say, a penny for your thoughts, to gently prompt them to share what's on their mind. Another example could be during a quiet moment in a meeting when someone seems particularly focused. You could say, you look deep in thought, a penny for your thoughts. Number 2 is, bite the bullet. When someone says it's time to bite the bullet, they mean it's time to face something difficult or unpleasant that you've been avoiding. For example, if you've been putting off a tough conversation with your boss, you might finally decide to bite the bullet and have that chat. Another example could be going to the dentist after weeks of discomfort. You finally bite the bullet and make the appointment. Number 3 is, break the ice. Breaking the ice refers to making people feel more comfortable in a social situation, especially when they don't know each other well. For example, at the start of a meeting, you might tell a funny story to break the ice and get everyone relaxed. Another example could be when you're at a party where you don't know anyone, and you introduce yourself to someone to break the ice. Number 4 is, spill the beans. If someone asks you to spill the beans, they're asking you to reveal a secret or share information that was previously hidden. For example, if your friend knows a surprise party is being planned and someone asks them to spill the beans, they're being asked to reveal the surprise. Another scenario could be if a colleague accidentally lets slip the details of a confidential project. They've spilled the beans. Number 5 is, the ball is in your court. When you hear this, it means it's your turn to make a decision or take action. The responsibility is now yours. For example, after a job offer, if the employer says, the ball is in your court, it means it's up to you to accept or decline the offer. Another example could be during a negotiation when one side has made a proposal. They might say, the ball is in your court, signalling it's the other party's turn to respond. Number 6 is, under the weather. Feeling under the weather means you're not feeling well, usually due to a minor illness. For example, if you call in sick to work, you might say, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so I won't be coming in. Another example could be telling a friend, I'm sorry I can't make it to dinner. I've been feeling under the weather. Number 7 is, costs an arm and a leg. This idiom is used to describe something that's very expensive. If you say it costs an arm and a leg, you're emphasizing just how pricey it is. For example, you might say, that new phone costs an arm and a leg when you see the high price tag. Another example could be, we'd love to renovate the kitchen, but it would cost an arm and a leg. Number 8 is, let the cat out of the bag. This means to accidentally reveal a secret. For example, if you've been planning a surprise trip for your partner and someone says, don't let the cat out of the bag, they're warning you not to spoil the surprise. Another scenario could be when a child accidentally mentions a surprise birthday party to the guest of honor, letting the cat out of the bag. Number 9 is, hit the nail on the head. When someone hits the nail on the head, they've said something that is exactly right or has identified the exact issue. For example, if you correctly diagnose a problem at work, your colleague might say, you've hit the nail on the head with that observation. Another example could be during a discussion when someone sums up the main point perfectly. You might say, you really hit the nail on the head there. Number 10 is, barking up the wrong tree. If someone is barking up the wrong tree, they're pursuing a mistaken or misguided course of action. For example, if a detective is investigating the wrong suspect, someone might say, I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Another example could be if a friend is blaming the wrong person for something. You might say, you're barking up the wrong tree with that accusation. Number 11 is, pull your socks up. This is a phrase used to tell someone to improve their behavior or performance. For example, if a student is falling behind in their studies, a teacher might say, "You need to pull your socks up if you want to pass the exams." Another example could be at work when a manager says, "We need to pull our socks up and meet this deadline." Number 12 is piece of cake. When something is described as a piece of cake, it means it's very easy to do. For example, if you found a task surprisingly simple, you might say, "That was a piece of cake." Another example could be after completing a challenge with ease. Someone might say, "Fixing that was a piece of cake." Number 13 is not my cup of tea. If something is not your cup of tea, it means you don't like it or it doesn't suit your taste. For example, you might say, "Horror films aren't my cup of tea," if you prefer different movie genres. Another example could be, "Thanks for the invitation, but yoga isn't really my cup of tea." Number 14 is break the bank. To break the bank means to spend all your money or more money than you can afford. For example, "I'd love to buy that new car, but it would break the bank." Another scenario could be saying, "We want to go on holiday, but we don't want to break the bank." Number 15 is keep an eye on. This idiom means to watch something or someone carefully. For example, if you're leaving your bag in a cafe, you might ask a friend, "Can you keep an eye on this for me?" Another example could be, "I need to keep an eye on the time so I don't miss my appointment." Number 16 is the elephant in the room. This refers to an obvious problem or issue that everyone is ignoring or avoiding discussing. For example, during a meeting where a big issue is being avoided, someone might say, "We need to address the elephant in the room." Another example could be at a family gathering where a recent conflict is not being mentioned. You might think, "No one's talking about the elephant in the room." Number 17 is throw in the towel. When you throw in the towel, it means you're giving up or admitting defeat. For example, after struggling with a difficult project, you might decide, "I'm throwing in the towel on this one." Another example could be an athlete who, after a tough match, says, "I've given it my all, but it's time to throw in the towel." Thanks for sticking with us to the end. Now that you've got these 17 idioms under your belt, you're ready to use them confidently in your conversations. Whether you're trying to sound more natural or just want to understand what others are saying, these phrases are going to be incredibly useful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next one.